Hello, happy Tuesday. Had to look. Does say Tuesday up there too. I wanted to jump in here today to give you guys a little energy update and tell you what's going on this week, because I know in the US there is a holiday coming up, and it's my favorite one. And but I do want to remind us all, don't wait till the end of November to have gratitude, okay? It's okay to have it every day. In fact, we highly recommend it. And it's cool. The reason I look forward to it now, yeah, more than ever before, is that it is a day where always the vibration does increase on the planet. The amount of dense energy does release, because people are really expressing gratitude, and so that is a beautiful thing, and it's a good thing. And just in case they're not, we're being helped out with yes, we had another timeline jump last night. I wanted to hop in here too because I'm hearing so many of you talking about fatigue, and we are, continuing to accelerate forward. November has been a massive month of transformation, and energetically, I want to clear, because I think there's some misnomers about timeline jumps. Timeline jumps don't mean that you skip over something that needs healing or skip over something you're trying to avoid. So the timeline jump happens in the field of consciousness. So your consciousness leaps forward, right? Energy is never destroyed. It can be alchemized. Consciousness leaps forward. Guess what? The stuff that's dense comes with it. And if it can't progress forward, it comes up through you for healing, right? So timeline jumps really can to promote purging, to promote scared parts to come to the light. And we've been having, more than are showing up on the chart, by the way. And I know that some of you are aware of this, you're feeling it physically. And just honor what your body, remember, you got two choices when if you feel any kind of sensations in your human body, you have two choices. Are you going to go to fear and give it a label because that's the old timeline that you're waiting to collapse? Or I know this is happening for me, even though I don't understand it right now. Everything in my body is telling me to rest. Go listen to your body. Like, we really need to start listening to our bodies, because your body it really is your temple, and it's going to tell you if you're in alignment or out. Now, right now, with all this transformation happening, we are going to be starting. I keep saying it's going to get more physical. It's going to get more physical. Well, it's here, and that doesn't mean we're unable to function. It just means that you're going to be aware of some more sensations in your body. They usually pass quickly. Anything that is prolonged, we know, is unhealed emotions. So that's where you go within. Who can you forgive? What can you let go of? What are you still lying to yourself about? Something in your life that you don't like, and you're trying to people please, or right, whatever the story may be, what mask are you still wearing? That's always the best place to look. And I don't take that lightly, by the way. It does involve compassion, but for some of you, you actually know what it is, but you're still focusing on the thing that you don't want to happen. When whatever you give your focus and attention to is what you're creating. So you're either dragging the past in and recreating it, or you're choosing peace, you're staying in love and light, and therefore attracting the things that are in your heart. You don't even need to be able to identify them, because your soul knows, your whole team knows. They try and sneak it in there when you're not in the noodle soup factory. They're like, okay, they're present, let's give them a clue. So that is truly how it works. Alignment means you're being present. And I can tell you that when you practice this and be the observer of your thoughts, and you really do live in the present moment, that's more fulfilling than manifesting anything or situation, because you truly are enjoying what is going on in front of you. And If you have a living situation that's not ideal, it already manifested. And so when you get out of resistance is how you can get into the alignment to cause the shift that you're looking for. You don't come out of alignment by just, saying, this, and then bring the history, don't bring the history file in because now you're, caca in the bed. But this, right? And then you're using the history file, which is the noodle soup factory. This only has accumulated knowledge. Infinite intelligence, zero. When you're in the present moment and this amazing idea comes in, oh, wow, why didn't I think of that? Those things that's your infinite intelligence. You connect with it by being present, by being still, which means not busy here, not busy here. You can be active and still be still inside, or you can choose to connect with chaotic energy, right? We're always choosing. If we're not choosing, you're defaulting to the third dimension. You're defaulting to the noodle soup factory. And it's the best liar you'll ever meet, by the way. The best liar, because it goes to the bottom of the puddle. It is geared towards making you think you need to survive instead of you're a powerful creator of your own reality. It does not want you to remember that, but it's too late because that ship is sailing. Our bodies are, we're embodying more and more of our soul. Our soul knows the truth. Our soul only knows pure love and light. It knows no fear. And we are transcending all of that fear. We are alchemizing it all. And we truly are. And the energy is here. There's no waiting period, I can assure you. It is here. Choose it, observe your thoughts, observe your emotions. And when something comes up, instead of going, I thought I cleared that. Because what is that? That angst is resistance. Now that scared part goes, oop, never mind. I'll try another day. That's why it keeps coming up. So instead of pushing against it, recognizing it and saying, oh, wow, this is coming up. This is a terrified part of me. Let me cheer it on, cheer it on and send it to the light. And I'm going to be present. First thing, call yourself into your body. You can not be in your head and be present. Impossible. The only way you can get into your head, you're leaving your body. And the security, the safety, the confidence, all of those things that you're craving exist when you have to be fully in your body. So that practice of call myself fully in, using your breath. Your breath is literally the breath of source. It is how you connect to all things. It's truly how you connect to all things, through the heart space, through your breath. So I know those of you who come to focus group are really good at this. I highly recommend it. Okay, so I wanted to share that. What else are they coming in with? Really, being mindful of the energy in your body. How does this, right? How has your body been feeling? By the way, for some, this may have caused anxiousness. You see these vertical lines. Those are still purges going on. And I am going to pull up the Shakalaka chart to show everybody. But before that, I have a couple of surprises I'm going to spring on you guys. One, some of you already know about. I am holding focus group on Thursday. This is a global community. I understand there's a holiday in the US and it's a beautiful one. But we're global and we're going with focus group on Thursday. But we are doing it to honor those who are celebrating. I tried to make it a little bit earlier, so those of you who are planning on a dinner, if you wanted to participate, we are starting at 11 a.m. Pacific time instead of the regular noon. When you get the Zoom link, it'll say 12. I don't mess with that anymore because it threw everybody for a loop the last time. You will be able to log in at 11 a.m. and that is when I will be logging in as well. Those of you who can attend, no worries, because if you're subscribed, you will absolutely still get the recording and the activation. And oh, did they bring in a doozy? It's so timely. It always is. They're just getting, these sessions keep getting better and better. They meet us where we're at, and it's your souls that call it forward. So it's absolutely always divinely perfect. Second thing is, I don't like the term Black Friday because it really represents a lot of greed from the third dimension. It's really setting forward a price that really the product could have been let go at all year long, right? And so, and it just, I don't like the term Black Friday, but I always do once a year. I like to offer something yummy for this community because I love you guys so much. And so I am calling it Light Worker Friday because that's what we are. And I like that title a lot better. So for a Light Worker Friday, one of the things that I will be bringing forward is the love. And I did consult with my guides. I'm like, what do they want? Tell me what they want more than anything. And boy, I think they nailed it on this one. So I'll be offering the Love Train Frequency Club. And this will be 3 to 5 days a week. It's going to vary, depend on the energy. 3 to 5 days a week. You will get a screenshot of this, the Schumann energy only, not the shakalaka. Okay, so, but you'll get a screenshot of the energy, plus a short update about the energy, including if there's anything that comes forward through the quantum field. And then it'll also have an occasional voice note, like a grounding or an activation. It will come via email. It's going to work the same way this does, right? But it'll be shorter, okay? Because I'm just going to go right to, here's what the graph says. And then if the guides bring forward an activation, there'll be an activation or a grounding, whatever's appropriate. It'll be similar format, okay? So that will be available beginning Friday. It's, and so for the whole month, you will get 3 to 5 days per week a copy of the Schumann plus my quick download on it, okay? So, and I'll put, all the details in there when I actually post it, but I'm just giving you a heads up on that. There will also be 1 to 2 other things. I wanted to do something unique that people in the community would really be interested in participating in. What else? Okay, that's it on the announcement side. So I'm going to jump over and let me show you guys the shakalaka chart here. Let's see where it's hiding. Here we go. All right, so in here you can see that it's easier to see. You can see in here you can timeline jump that came in. And just so you know that the things that instigate timeline jumps are, it's usually when collective fear on the planet is expanding, and it's to really deviate from something, right? Something awful from happening typically. And it usually has to do with any kind of, unrest, be it war energies. So it's something that would cause, just masses of people to go into fear, basically. So when that happens, we leap. And again, when we leap, this does not mean that we stop managing our own energy. And really, when you're conscious, it's your consciousness that leaps forward. The human, these leaps don't reach your human for days and days and days, sometimes weeks. Because remember, we're an energy body, we're a vast energy body, and it happens on a consciousness level first. But what you will feel immediately is the purge, because as your consciousness leaps up, the stuff that's at the bottom of the barrel is going to go, boom, here I am. Are you going to welcome me and help me go to the light, or are you going to yell at me and say, not you again? Those are your choices, right? Or what's wrong with me? Stop beating yourselves up. Self-forgiveness is a huge part of this, guys. It's because, why? Because until you can't master self-love until you start with self-forgiveness, right? So then you can see, I just pulled this a couple of hours ago, and you can see the activity in the upper chakras calm down, but look at what's going on here. And what do you think here? This is the heart and the solar plexus right in here. So those are those energy centers, right? One, what is it? Where you expand your light, where you heal your heart, and then the power center. There are still many that I'm seeing having some boundary issues, afraid to set a boundary. The boundary is the most loving thing you can do for yourself and the other person. Because I'm telling you right now, if you don't have a boundary, you're BSing each other. You're going, okay, I'll do that. And they're going, great. And then wondering why, oh, they don't really seem into this, but they showed up. Fake energy meets fake energy with fake, right? So if you're not sparing someone's feelings when it's not polite to BS each other. It truly isn't. That's not how we operate. Your authenticity is your currency in the fifth dimension. And that means by you standing in your own truth and saying, thank you so much, that's a pass for me. Even if it upsets the person, you are inspiring the heck out of them. Because we didn't come here to do things we don't want to do. We didn't come here to operate from guilt and shame. It's the densest of energies. We came here to be free. We are free. We are sovereign, but we have to choose it. And that means you may have to forego 5 minutes of discomfort. And the boundary is the most loving thing you can do for yourself, because you're not leaking your energy, and for the other person. Because I'm telling you, somewhere in their body, they're going to go, oh gosh, I wish I could do that, right? And just really, before you jump in, practice. I've had to tell people this, practice this. No, no, we're too quick. We don't even feel into any energy. And then we go, oh, okay, right? It's that weak, okay. That's stuff that doesn't fly in the fifth dimension, guys. And if you're here watching this now, you're on the love train, you're a light worker. The way we shine the light is we have to be the example. Sometimes it does feel like a lonely post. I get it. I promise you're not alone. But that is how we show the way. We're lighting it up. And when we don't, you're turning your light off. So the very person that probably you care about that you're BSing, you can't guide them. You can't guide them. And I get it. It can be very uncomfortable at first, but when you realize the impact of you staying in your truth and just saying, that's not cool. There's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be eating a caca sandwich on Thursday, and I know it, because old accumulated histories are gonna come together at the dinner table and a pattern's gonna repeat. And all it takes, hear this, if you know you're going to a tentative situation, be the peace without expecting any in return. Do it without expectation. You can choose peace. Don't go into your accumulated memories. Be the peace without expecting anything in return. You are doing a fantastic service to yourself and to everybody by doing so. Okay. All right. Let me see. Oops. I think we zipped in and out there for a second. We might have gotten a spike of light. Okay. I think we blanked in and out, but I'm going to repeat that because it was super important. It's interesting. Someone tried to cut me off when I was telling us to. So the message from Spirit is, if those of you are going to have like what's normally a tense family dinner, right? You go be the peace. Don't expect anything in return. Just be the peace. Be the light. It will benefit all, whether they know it or not. Okay? And don't stay somewhere if you're not feeling it. You're not serving yourself, you're not serving the planet, you're not serving the people you love that you want to guide through this process, right? They're all going to awaken in their own time. We don't need to teach anybody any lessons. We don't have to say, why aren't you awake? That's judgment and criticism, and it's entanglement. So stand in your light, stand in your power, choose peace, expect zero in return, and then know what might happen? You might see a miracle and get it reflected back in that moment. But if you don't, you still created it. You didn't recreate the history caca that stresses you out. That was probably the reason you hesitated to say yes. Okay, so super important. You know, choose peace, expect Zippo in return. You are creating magic in that moment. So that's all I got for you guys. You know, I want us all to get through this with ease and grace. And the only way we really do need to look forward. We need to look forward, be present in the moment, and just let go of the stuff that already manifested. And my goodness, don't bring those old timelines up. We've done so much work to help them collapse. Don't bring it forward. Okay. Someone says, let's see. Oh, let me spy on you guys. I didn't get to spy on you guys before I check out here. Who's here? Helene's here. Hello. Manu is here. Antone, hello. From Pensacola, Annie's here. Hello. Let me see. I see Darla. Hello. Stacy's in the house. Jeff. Andrew. Hello. Courtney. Hey. Robin. Hello. And I see Diana and Lisa and Julia. Wow, you guys are rocking it in here today. It's a Tuesday. Right on. I see Donna. Hello. I see Rob. Awesome. Latha from India. Hello, Latha. Welcome. Awesome. Yeah, someone says been irritated all day. Yeah, it really is. So I know when these purges come up, this is part of what happens with the timeline jump. It's like, and remember, much of it's not even your energy. When that collective energy comes up, it's coming through all of us. We're all connected. We're all one in consciousness, right? And so the difference though is, how are you managing and how are you aware of that energy and how it's passing through you? And so, and just breathing and saying, no, I've got this. I'm going to be okay. You can even ask and you can say, is this mine? Right? And as we expand our light, do any of the activations in here in the channel that help you expand your light. When you do that, you help that energy from the purge, you give that so much more space for it to help it leave your system, so to speak. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, someone mentioned confusion. So there's a lot of, so that confusion thing is happening, awakened or unawakened, because when our consciousness springs forward, we're not on a continuation of the old. Let's go there. Today is not a continuation of yesterday. Today is new energy, new creation day. Every day, every moment is new creation moment. So when you look at it that way, every now moment is new creation moment, is your blank slate. But if we think it's continuation, what are we doing? We got the backpack with the rocks and all the stuff we're not in alignment with, and we're trying to drag it into paradise. And you're like, why is it so hard? Drop it all. Right now is a brand new moment of creation. Every now moment is. This is why we're pitching the presence thing so much. Okay? So remember, tomorrow is not a continuation of today. Every now moment is a brand new moment where you get to choose what you're aligning with and what reality you want to create. And if you're not sure what's in your heart, because you still have a lot of whatever life situation is going on, choose peace. Your soul knows, your guides know, they got you covered 1,000%, and they're doing everything they can to get your attention when you're present, to do things that inspire you. We got to get off the shoulds and the have to. It's what do I want to do? Or a sudden inspiration. I have a sudden inspiration to do X, Y, or Z. Go in that now moment, because the now moment's when you're getting the signal. You can't go in 2 days, I'm going to do that. That's another now moment. You got to wait for that signal. See, the now moment comes now. And then you get the now, you get the inspiration. Go now. Don't call somebody. You already took yourself to another timeline. You don't need any reassurance. You don't need anybody to validate you. You don't go, hey, do you think I should do this? Bzz. You have already hit the pass button. You passed on the now moment. You went into doubt and you went, let me take a poll, right? And I know I used to do the same thing. And then I realized, zip it and go. Oh, I've got an inspiration to go get coffee right now at this very specific place. I have an inspiration to go to this specific beach. I have an inspiration to take an Uber somewhere where I normally walk. I'm gonna hop in. Without question. Without question. And then don't worry if you didn't take the action. Come back into the present moment, because they'll keep trying to stick it in there for you. And then it's okay. Oh, this is one of those signs she talked about. She wasn't lying. Right? Well, okay, someone says self-doubt is so difficult to deal with. No, well, it's a worthiness program. So you go back to the first age that someone told you not to trust yourself, or someone disappointed you. We gave our power away. We gave our power away. We're claiming it back. We are sovereign 1,000%. And so if self-doubt comes in, you can just say, oh my goodness, that's a scared part of me that's ready to go to the light. Fantastic. Fantastic. Why would I doubt this? Why would I doubt this? I have an inspiration in my heart. I'm inspired to go do this right now. It's something I want to do. Why wouldn't I? Right? What if I am creator within my own creation? Say, what if I am creating? Go to the other side, go to the good side of it. So, and I get it, it's a process, but give yourself a lot of grace. You don't need, use those moments to start practicing. You got to observe your thoughts. You got to observe, how am I am I being reactive, or am I feeling for the energy? You can feel when someone enters a room and they're out of whack. You can also feel when someone enters a room and they're lighting up the whole place. You can feel it, but to notice it, you got to get your head out of the cell phone. You've got to stop the multitasking, stop trying to control outcomes, stop trying to control people, stop trying to manipulate people. And by the way, I'm saying this, but it's unconsciously, by the way, all of these things are unconscious behavior. But when you start to pay attention to your own thoughts and your own actions, you'll catch yourself. And when the moment you observe it, you're stopping it, because now you're being present. And then now you can go back to that, and you can start with your now moment again. Now you're present. Oh, what do I feel like doing? And so we are transcending the thinking mind and becoming we're trusting, or our intuition, we're trusting. That's where our infinite intelligence comes from, right? That's where your inspiration comes from. And it's all about feeling. And if it doesn't feel loving, you already know that you're not in the body, and that's in the noodle soup factory. So practice, but don't judge yourself. You can't mess it up, by the way. We're all getting there. We get there in our own perfect divine timing. Your guides don't abandon you. You're never disconnected. It's just you choosing to be present or not. That really, truly, truly is the key right now. So, be loving to yourself. Listen to the messages your body is giving you, especially right now if it's rest. There's a lot of fatigue that drawn up from this. And remember, a lot of times when we're releasing something that's really dense, the body's been holding that for us for so long that the body needs to rest to let it go. But I can tell you, on the other side of that rest, you usually feel amazing, because now you're waking up lighter. You truly are, literally, we are becoming crystalline. So it's all density is going, including in dense parts in our physical body. So there's a lot going on right now. So really, really, really treat yourself with a ton of self-care. Like, don't back down. If anything, double down on it. Okay. So thank you guys for joining me here on a Tuesday evening. And again, for those of you who are available on Thursday, I will see you in focus group tomorrow, unless there's energy to talk about. If there is, it'll be an early report, because I'm going to be in transit. But other than that, I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging in here, and have a